Are you playing the same old financial game and losing? What if I told you that the relentless grind you're enduring might actually be the worst way to build wealth? What if your financial struggles aren't about intelligence, effort, or luck, but something far deeper? Sounds crazy, right? The truth is, your mind is running on outdated software, and you're not even aware of the bugs. But in just 5 days, you can start a major system upgrade. Ever feel stuck, no matter how hard you try? Like you're bumping up against an invisible wall, preventing you from achieving the life you crave. You've probably saved, hustled, taken courses, followed advice, yet still find yourself spinning your wheels. This isn't bad luck, it's not a lack of ability. It's mental programming. It hit me like a ton of bricks when I realized it. How could my mind be secretly sabotaging me? I dove into the science of the mind, discovering the unquestioning, accepting part, your subconscious. Everything I heard growing up, we don't have money, life's a struggle, you have to work hard to survive, got downloaded straight into this powerful system, becoming a program that runs my life, often unbeknownst to me. The subconscious doesn't analyze, judge, or compare, it absorbs and repeats. And it controls 95% of your actions. That means even if you devour self-help books and prosperity videos, if your subconscious is stuck on scarcity, it'll torpedo your efforts. It did mine. I dropped out of school after a near-fatal accident. I felt lost, useless, adrift. Gas station jobs, firefighting, it felt like progress, but inside, I was blocked, convinced this was my ceiling. This was my paradigm, my internal operating system, and it dictated my reality without my consent. Then, a chance encounter, someone gave me, Think and Grow Rich. Something clicked. It wasn't a magic bullet, but a seed. I started repeating a simple affirmation, every single day, I am so happy and grateful now that money flows to me abundantly, from multiple sources, continuously. At first, it felt ridiculous. I chuckled to myself. But I persisted. In the car, walking, before bed. 1,000 times a day. Every day. Then, the magic began. I saw opportunities where I once saw roadblocks. My actions shifted subtly. I started a small cleaning business. My first year? Over $100, 000. No degree. No experience. But a new mental program. Science backs this up. Neuroplasticity shows the brain needs constant repetition to build new pathways. What you repeat, your brain automates. And what's automated becomes your destiny. This isn't woo-woo, it's applied neuroscience. But maybe you're thinking, I don't have time for affirmations. I ask you, how many times a day do you unconsciously repeat, life is hard, or jokingly lament about not having money? That's repetition too, the destructive kind. You don't need motivation, you need reprogramming. Motivation without direction is wasted energy. True direction starts within. Want to change your life in 5 days? Start now. Grab that affirmation. Write it. Record it. Listen to it. Repeat it. Even if it feels silly. Even if your conscious mind screams it's nonsense. Your current life is a direct reflection of the ideas you've accepted as truth. Accept a new idea, however unrealistic it seems, and repeat it with faith, persistence, desire, something will shift. The subconscious doesn't distinguish between a lie and a vision, it simply obeys. You can stay stuck for another year. Or you can break free, starting today. It's entirely up to what you're willing to repeat. This isn't a magic trick, it's a system reboot. Like deleting a virus and installing new software. Except the software is your mind, and the result is your life. Ever wake up feeling inexplicably heavy, anxious, like your body's trying to warn you of something you can't place? Most people dismiss it, but it's a vital clue to your mental state. Your feelings are the direct reflection of your vibrational frequency. Your body is an instrument, a powerful energy field, and its frequency is determined by your dominant emotions. Negative thoughts, shoulder tension, stomach churning, shallow breath. It's not coincidence, it's physics. Negative thoughts lower your frequency, attracting more negativity. Gratitude, joy, enthusiasm? It's the opposite. It's not luck, it's resonance. For a long time, I thought my feelings were caused by circumstances. Money equals good, no money equals bad. Wrong. Feelings don't follow results, they create them. I remember a brutal Toronto snowstorm, 3 cleaning job rejections. Exhausted, I thought, maybe I'm aiming too high. The old pattern of self-doubt crept in. But I breathed, and said, that's not me, that's the old program. Instead of dwelling, I repeated my affirmation. Nothing immediately changed, but I kept repeating it. The next day, one of the clients called back. That reignited my vibration. Day after day, I adjusted my frequency until the results shifted. Feelings are electrical signals that shape your brain's neural pathways. What you feel today is literally building the brain you'll have tomorrow. You're the thermometer of your own vibration. Feeling bad? That's your signal to change. Not to panic, but to shift. You can interrupt a negative vibration consciously, uplifting music, a positive affirmation, a happy memory, an act of kindness all alter your state. You are not a victim of emotions, you're their architect. How often do you let others' emotions dictate yours? Someone cuts you off, and your mood tanks. Someone makes a snarky comment, and your whole day crumbles? Because you surrendered control. Reclaim it. Hear others, understand, but maintain your vibration. Say, I hear you, but that doesn't define me. That's true freedom. Emotional freedom. No matter how low you've fallen, if you consciously choose your feelings, you change everything. Because you're changing the energetic field that attracts your circumstances. Start now. Choose a different feeling. Feel like you've already won, even if evidence suggests otherwise. That's where real change begins, from the inside out. Vibration precedes results. Feeling is the seed. You're the gardener. How many times have you vowed, this year will be different? Save, lose weight, ditch debt, start that project, then weeks later, back to square one? It's not coincidence or willpower, it's the power of your paradigm. Most people are trapped in invisible cycles, repeating the same behaviors year after year. They learn new things, read books, take courses, but nothing truly changes. They blame themselves. But the problem isn't you it's what's been installed in you. Your paradigm is a deeply ingrained set of subconscious habits controlling everything: perception, thoughts, behavior, productivity, decision-making, earning potential, even your capacity for happiness. It's autopilot, keeping you in a comfort zone disguised as normalcy. Even if you consciously want to change, if the paradigm doesn't change, you're pulled back to the familiar. I used to crave growth, but couldn't see a way out. $100,000 a year felt like science fiction. Low income, no education, no connections, no business experience. I'd think, who am I to dream so big? That was my paradigm talking. I was governed by beliefs that weren't mine, implanted by years of repetition. Even as an adult, wanting to change, those beliefs held sway. Until I understood the power of mental reprogramming. Then, my life transformed. People assume change is for the lucky or talented. That's one of the paradigm's most insidious lies. It tells you change isn't for you star. That's a lie repeated so often it feels true. Some believe they're destined for poverty, that prosperity is wrong, that wanting more is greed. But who taught you that? And why do you carry it as your identity? Your paradigm was formed through repetition. You heard, saw, and lived it so long your subconscious encoded it. How do you change it? With conscious repetition. Repeat a new pattern until it replaces the old. When that happens, everything shifts: your posture, energy, decisions, and results. I know this seems distant, I've been where you are. I doubt it, too. But it's not about deserving. It's about reprogramming. The beauty is that when you shift your paradigm, external change happens naturally. You stop resisting the new, you see opportunities, and act in alignment with your true self. Your current paradigm is who you learned to be, not who you are. You were conditioned, but you can break free. It's like changing the lenses through which you view the world. Change the inner world first, the outer world responds. I met a woman struggling financially, despite working endlessly. She said, "I've tried everything." I replied, "You haven't tried changing your paradigm." She learned, applied, repeated affirmations, observed her thoughts and reactions. 3 months later, she called, sobbing with joy. A tripled salary, extra money at the end of the month. She didn't change the world, she changed the program. And the world responded. Your paradigm isn't a sentence, it's a structure. And structures can be remodeled. This takes conscious decision, commitment to self-observation, re-education, repositioning. You might realize you've been playing this game too long. Maybe it's not a lack of information or effort, but a lack of understanding that your paradigm is steering the ship. But once you realize this, you reclaim control. You build a new paradigm based on abundance, confidence, creativity, and deservingness. It will lead you to a life that seems impossible now, but waits for you on the other side of your decision. It all starts with a new thought, a new choice, a new repetition. When you change what's inside, the outside transforms. Many believe hard work is the only path to wealth. I understand, I was taught that too. Wake early, sleep late, hustle, grind. But working for money is the worst way to get rich. Most people work jobs they hate, doing uninspiring tasks just to pay bills. They believe that's the way. And when someone mentions other paths to wealth, what do they say? It's a scam. It's not real. It's not for me. Why? Because they've been programmed that way. Their paradigm is built on a model where money is scarce, and physical labor is the only access point. Money is a reward for value delivered, not sweat shared. You can work tirelessly and remain broke. It's not effort, it's understanding, vibration, thinking, and your paradigm. Know someone who works 10+ hours a day and is still in debt. Know someone who seems to do less, yet lives comfortably. It's not injustice, it's paradigm. One trades time for money, the other understands how to make money work for them. The difference lies in what each believes is possible. I laughed when I first heard about making money while sleeping. It contradicted everything I'd been taught. My reaction showed how deeply ingrained the idea was that money equals sacrifice. Wealth and suffering were inextricably linked. Easy money felt almost sinful. So I studied wealthy people, not out of envy, but curiosity. I discovered most don't work harder, they work *smarter*. They think differently. They aren't selling hours, they are creating systems, assets, ideas that work while they rest. 80% of global wealth is held by people with multiple income streams. Most financially struggling individuals have only one. It's not coincidence, it's a pattern. And that pattern is built on what you believe is normal. I grew up believing living paycheck to paycheck was normal. Debt was part of adult life. Saving was impossible. It's common, not natural. It's a collective programming based on scarcity. This paradigm affects what you believe you deserve. I've seen people reject incredible opportunities because they felt unready, unqualified, or that it wasn't for them. They weren't rejecting opportunity, they were protecting the old pattern. Because easy money felt wrong. If you could create a new income stream based on your passion, would you? If you could turn your knowledge into a course, book, or online service that works while you sleep, would you try? If someone told you to double your income without doubling your hours, would you believe it? Or would your paradigm dismiss it as too good to be true? I met a plumber who'd worked 25 years, never doing anything else. He earned enough to survive, but always said, "I wish I could give more to my family." I asked, "What do you know that others would pay to learn?" He said, "Fixing anything plumbing related." I said, "Why not record that and turn it into an online course?" He was silent. He'd never considered it. His mind only knew the time for money model. Months later, he wrote, thrilled. His course, recorded on his phone with his son's help, sold beyond his wildest dreams. He had a worry-free Christmas for the first time. Stop trading time for money. It's a simple concept, yet it unlocks a world of possibilities. You don't need a dramatic life overhaul, no quitting your job tomorrow. But shift your thinking. Money is energy, and energy flows where value resides, not where endless effort is poured. The more value you create, the more you receive. And that value can be generated in smart, creative ways, aligned with your true self. Your old mindset might scream, unrealistic, stuck in the past, clinging to a narrative of struggle. But you're rewriting that story. You can build a reality where financial freedom flows naturally, simply by changing your perspective. This isn't magic, it's conscious choice, internal transformation. The nagging, I know what to do, but I can't, feeling. That's the gap between knowing and doing, the chasm between aspiration and action. You watch videos, read books, brainstorm, the initial burst of inspiration fades, replaced by old habits. Why? Because most people believe one thing, but live another. The missing link? Practice. Practice isn't just repetition, it's aligning your beliefs with your actions. It's embodying your aspirations. It's not asterisk what asterisk you know that changes your life, it's asterisk what you do asterisk with what you know. Affirmations are great, but they are meaningless without consistent action. Your subconscious reads your actions, not your words. Inaction sends a powerful message, things remain the same. I learned this the hard way. I was deep into Think and Grow Rich, listening to Earl Nightingale daily. I quit my job, launched my business, and things were looking good superficially. Inside, a nagging belief persisted, it was all temporary, a house of cards about to crumble. And guess what? It did. Contracts fell through, clients vanished, and panic set in. I almost gave up. I realized then, I believed in success, but acted out of fear of failure. My actions betrayed my beliefs. My practice was wildly out of sync. So I started small, a simple yet powerful act, I wrote, I act like the person I choose to be, and stuck it on my mirror. Every morning, I'd ask, how would that person act today, and I acted accordingly. Scared? Yes. Unsure? Absolutely. But I acted. That's when the transformation took hold. Repeating this new behavior rewired my brain. It became not something I forced, but something I asterisk was star. This is neuroplasticity in action. You don't wait until you asterisk feel asterisk confident, you act asterisk as if asterisk you are. That, as if, shapes your new identity. Feeling inspired, then reverting to old patterns the next day. That's not a lack of motivation, it's a lack of integration. The conscious mind absorbed the information, but it didn't reach the subconscious because it wasn't lived. The subconscious learns through repetition and emotion. Most people are internally conflicted, trapped between what they believe and what they do. This internal dissonance breeds guilt, frustration, and ultimately, resignation. They believe they are not good enough, when really, they haven't mastered the power of practice. I met a young man at a seminar who dreamed of starting his own business for years. He knew everything about entrepreneurship, books, courses, seminars, yet he remained stuck in a job he hated. If you know all this, why haven't you started? I asked. Fear of failure, he replied. He had an integrated knowledge with action. He believed in the success of others, but not his own. I challenged him to a simple exercise, for 7 days, act like a successful entrepreneur. Dress the part. Think the part, make decisions like one. On the 8th day, he called, I did it. Today, he runs a thriving business. It all started when he acted before feeling ready. You don't need to feel prepared, you need to move. Acting like the person you want to become sends a clear signal to your subconscious, this is the new reality. It begins to adapt. Forget waiting for the perfect moment, it never comes. The right time is when your beliefs and actions align. That can start now. Ask yourself, Do my actions reflect the person I want to be? If not, choose again. Act differently, think differently, be different. Practice transforms knowledge into power. Stagnant knowledge is dead weight, moving it creates force, the force of transformation, creation, and real change. It's all within your grasp. Choose to live your beliefs, not tomorrow, but now. How many decisions have you avoided for fear of judgment? How many dreams remain dormant because you feared disapproval? Honestly, the obstacle might not be opportunity, it's the fear of upsetting others. For years, I craved acceptance, subtly limiting my growth to avoid upsetting those around me. I wanted success, but not so much as to appear greedy. I wanted to think differently, but not so much as to stand out. An invisible line restricted me, a line defined by the expectations of others. Then I asked, how much of my life is truly mine? That question changed everything. Many people live as prisoners of the image they've constructed to fit in. Choices are made based on appearances, not authenticity. They work in jobs they hate, endure toxic relationships, maintain suffocating habits, all to belong, to conform to a predefined mold. Life wasn't meant to be lived within a mold, it's meant to be shaped by you. I remember a pivotal moment, expanding my business internationally, a huge opportunity. A respected acquaintance warned, "You sure? That sounds showy." Doubt crept in. I almost backed down. But I breathed, asked, will this decision move me closer to or further from the life I want? The answer was clear. I forged ahead. It was one of the best decisions of my career. How many times have you held back because of others' opinions? The need to please is a subtle trap, disguising itself as humility, empathy, or caution, but it's fear of rejection, loneliness, or exceeding perceived limits. This fear is deeply rooted. We're taught to obey, conform, and not question. Who receives praise? The rule follower, the compliant child, the one who fits in. Acceptance becomes prioritized over authenticity. This becomes our default programming. You can't please everyone, nor should you try. Every yes to others at the expense of yourself weakens your identity. Without a strong sense of self, there's no power, no direction, no truth. Cornell University research shows the biggest regrets in life aren't failures, but unlived lives, missed opportunities, buried dreams, unspoken words, all fueled by fear, convenience, and the pursuit of acceptance. If you want real change, stop seeking permission. Only you know what resonates within you, the weight of a life unlived. No one can walk this path for you. You might make choices that disappoint others, challenge loved ones, or defy expectations. It hurts, but it's less painful than the emptiness of self-betrayal. Please others, but never at the cost of your essence. At the end of the day, your peace of mind is paramount. Ask, is this decision for me or for others? That question can be liberating. Embrace your truth, even when it feels lonely. Life will respond with strength, clarity, and unforeseen possibilities. The universe doesn't favor those who please everyone, it favors those who dare to be themselves. That, my friend, is true freedom. Everything you need for transformation resides within. Until you reprogram your mind, nothing external will change. You don't need more information, you need transformation. The next step awaits. The video on your screen is the next step on your journey. If you truly want to grow, click it. Keep going. Allow yourself to evolve. Thank you for listening. Let's continue this journey together.